Is this pretty? Do you like the heart? So you've been in the church?
Oh, yeah, I've been in there, but that was given the choice.
He seems to have grown out of his little whatever it is, or maybe it's just the regimen that we're doing.
She quit dairy.
Acid reflux and lactose intolerance. So, Brad went and saw her last night. He wanted to make sure that she was placed in there correctly and that the pictures and everything were in there. Yeah, and like, remember, it's just her body, it's a vessel, her spirit is free now. We took pictures,
It all and the politics and moving on. There's the Michael Jackson court, which I go to now, which is the main civil. And then there's the traffic court, which is everything misdemeanor traffic related up into, felony DUI. Everything.
This one too.
And that was back when, there was still Muni and, before the merger.
Oh yeah, I started in court.
Yeah, that was Muni, and then when the merger came around, they offered it.
My brother Gary, my sister Karen. She was an amazing woman, extraordinarily intelligent. She had a vocabulary and an ability to spell that it was amazing. No spell check for this woman. She, she was with me all my life. She made me a great man and taught me to be a good husband, a good father. And eventually I learned to be a good son. Despite many, many years of putting her through hell, she never judged, and she stuck by me and she saved my life. And I'm forever grateful. Yes. No? Is it stuck? Oh, it's going real good. She really loved this little girl, and I'm so grateful that she was able to live with us for those 9 months, and that Faith was able to see her every day. Every morning, Faith would get up, and first thing she'd want to do is go in and see Mouse Bear. She would go in and wake her up and jump on her, not knowing that she, really couldn't take the jumping, but Grandma did not shirk at it at all and welcomed it and played with her, and Faith would go in and want to watch her cartoons and her movies, and Grandma just let it. She just loved it. I'm really grateful that she got to see Parker and spend time with Parker. I'm very grateful that she got to see me become an attorney. She was about a month or so ago, she said she was ready to go, and I said, "You can't. I'm going to be an attorney any day now." And it's like she held on. And then she held on again for us to come by and say our goodbyes. The nurse said, or the doctor said she had a couple, at least a few more days, and Janet and myself and Faith and Parker went to go see her on Sunday, and not more than 10 minutes later, after we said our goodbyes, she passed. And she was very comfortable, seemed, and very peaceful, and she really could tell, she wasn't talking, but she could tell that she squeezed my hand, she tried to talk, and I have no regrets. We had lots of long conversations in the past few months, and we said all the things we needed to say, and they were beautiful. And I'm just very grateful to have had her close to me all my life, and so close in proximity this last year or so, and to be able to see her so often and have her spend time with my children and my wife. And I got to thank Janet too for being a rock in all of this. She has been so wonderful in helping organize this because I've been a basket case. This one really loved her, and I know she'll miss her too. So. Rain in the desert, who would have thought? Cook, it was because of her I became a chef. And she taught me how to garden, she taught me so much. She taught me how to iron, and the dress that she picked out a dress to be buried in about a year ago and ordered it. Well, I just took it out of the package and it was all wrinkled. And as I was ironing it, I remembered she taught me how to iron. You know? God, I forgot I was going to bring mashed potatoes today for her. It was her favorite food in her last wish. Oh. Anyway, I just want to thank you all for coming. You've been all a very great support. And
At this time, I'd like to invite the rest of the family.
Karen?
Stand in the rain, my hair will frizz.
Yeah, we can stand under the counter.
We can move the chairs back. Why don't we move the chairs back?
94, when she called me up. She was living up in the high desert in Silver Lakes, outside Victorville. We had gotten my grandmother from Florida. And she called me up and said, if you move up here, she says, I'll buy you a house. And to take care of my grandmother. Because she was in nursing homes and she kept getting pneumonia. Every time we'd go there, her socks would be stolen and she'd have no sweaters. So we decided to do that. And then, you know, we were fixing it up so every day I'd be running around with my mother to pick this out and that out. And we were decorating and designing the house together. And it was fun. It was really nice. And then my grandmother died a few years later. And we bought another house up the street. And so again, we went around picking things out and decorating. We'd have lunch together when we were out. It was real nice. Then after that, she built her own house out in Silver Lake. And again, driving around picking things out and decorating together. We were good together at that. And agreed on most everything. I became close to her, and then she sold her house and moved to Kansas City for a while. And then when she came back, we added on to my house, in-law quarters, or whatever you call it. It was about almost 800 square feet. She had her own kitchen and big room and then a big bath. And at that point, she was able to take care of herself. She cooked and managed to move around pretty good. I would get home from work and I'd go in and we'd talk for a while. And it was just nice after years of not being close. It was nice to be close to my mother. She was very nice and supportive, and I was sorry when she decided to move down here and be with Brad, but I understood she wanted to be with Brad and his baby. It they were Skyping and stuff, and that just wasn't enough. So that was good. I missed her, but that was good. And that's about all.
So I just want to say goodbye. Rest in peace.
Visited her sometimes when she was living at Brad. Stay and talk a while. And I think Brad was away. I told her to give her something to eat, and of course she didn't eat it. But, you know, we just thought that it there. But she had a very good rapport. You know, I liked her a lot. And she was very good to me. And I missed her.
Hi everyone, my name's Eugene. I'm a friend of Brad's. I've known Brad 40 or so years. I knew Brad's mom, Joanne. To me, she was always Mrs. Faber. I met her when I was 12 years old. Throughout the years, we were always close. And what touches me the most about her is no matter what happened, she was always there for Brad. And her most important goal in life to me was to always make sure he was okay. Because we grew up and we got into a lot of trouble together. And on the other side of the equation was Stuart, who would banish us from his house. And then we would always run to Brad's mom, Joanne, who would always rescue us. And there was nothing but love. And she was amazing in the sense that no matter what happened, she never abandoned Bradley. And the love that she had and the dedication she had to see him go from just a crazy kid to getting into some serious trouble to come back to becoming everything she ever wanted him to be. I think that's all she really ever wanted, to me, from what I could see, for Brad to be okay. And that love of a mother to a son and to a child epitomizes what the bond between a parent and a child should be. And I loved her dearly. I mean, Brad calls her the Mouse Bear. I call my mom Mouse Bear. We came up with the names at the same time, you know, and she was a second mom to me as well. And this is a part of my legacy and a part of my life. And I garden as well, which I got from her at Northridge. And I have my garden arranged in parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme because that's where I learned it from when I was 12 years old from Joanne. And I'm just honored to see what Brad was able to finally accomplish with his life, and to know that Joanne, wherever she may be, was able to see Brad come from the worst of places to the best of places. And when she was finally ready to let go, I think she was ready because she knew everything was going to be okay. And I have nothing but love and respect for her, and I will miss her dearly. Thank you.
Hi everyone. I would like to thank you for coming as well. And I just would like to say a few things about Joanne and Mouse Bear. That my biggest thing is I wish I would have known her in her earlier years when she could physically get around. So maybe we could have gone to a movie or shopping or pedicure or, you know, anything like that. But as a mother, I'm just so happy that she got to see our two beautiful children be born and really got to know Faith. And she loved her dearly. And I just would like to close with a poem. Joanne loved gardening, and in her memory, I offer you this poem by Walter Rinder as a reminder of the beauty of life and the solace we may find in the gifts as we grieve for passing. Finding you in beauty, The rays of light filtered through the sentinels of trees. I sat in the garden and contemplated. The serenity and beauty of my feelings and surroundings completely captivated me. I thought of you. I discovered you tucked away in the shadows of trees. Then I rediscovered you. In the smiles of flowers, as the sun penetrated their petals, in the rhythm of the leaves, falling in the garden, in the freedom of the birds, as they fly searching as you do. I am very happy to have found you. Now you will never leave me, for I will always find you in the beauty of life. We have a rose for everyone. We have yellow and white roses. If you'd like to take a rose and place it on her final resting place and just have a moment of silence, that's fine. Or if you'd like to take one with you, that's fine as well. But again, thank you everyone for coming and sharing this day with us. And we're going to adjourn after this to Karen's Country Club at Heritage Palms for brunch, and then afterwards to her new lovely home for Cape. If everyone is invited and welcome to come, just let us know. We can give you directions, you just follow us. And did you want to add anything?
No, I was just going to invite everybody.
Okay. Well, thank you. And I guess maybe I'll take the first rose.
Does everybody know where it is?
Does everyone know where it is? We'll talk. Thank you, everyone.
We have to go first anyway. Bill, Monica, we gotta go.
I'll get the car. Stay here.
It's not good wearing Jefferson. South. There's a north and south. We live north, but the country south. You did a roast? Right there. He's standing right there. I know. Unbelievable.
I got many great.